Hello all. So in this video, we'll be discussing one important point regarding FIR and IIR filters. Okay. Before that, I will recommend to watch my previous videos on the same, that is FIR and IIR filters. I started with what is difference equations. Okay. And after that, from that general difference equation, I discussed everything like FIR, then IIR, and so on. So over here, I want to mention one important point, and the point is that always there is one misconception regarding FIR and IIR filter, and it is that FIR is always computed non-recursively. Okay, I hope you all know what is non-recursive. That is, it doesn't need feedback, right? Whereas recursive will need feedback, and whereas IIR is always computed recursively. Okay, but this is false. Okay, this is a misconception, and many reference books are also using the same. Okay, I can't name any book over here, but I saw in many books. So this is not the case. Over here, I will prove mathematically by taking one example that FIR is not necessarily non-recursive, whereas IIR is not necessarily recursive, right? So we will prove this. So before moving to that, let me again brush up what is FIR and IIR. Okay, very quickly. So uh, in simple terms, we can say FIR filter means it has impulse response of finite duration, right? Whereas IIR means infinite impulse response. So it has impulse response which is of infinite length. Simple. So mathematically, again, I am showing that what is FIR. So let's say this is the impulse response of any digital system. So it will be non-zero in some finite duration, right? Let's say from n1 to n2, and it will be zero elsewhere, right? So simple mathematical definition of FIR, right? Now, if I want to plot, if I want to show graphically, then I can show like this, that for this finite duration, okay, we have h of n as non-zero, and elsewhere it is zero. But now, what about IIR? So thinking and before moving to IIR, let me write the output. Obviously, we know what is the output of any digital system. It is a convolution. Okay, so it keeps the convolution simple, right? And you can see that over here the limit will depend on this, right? What is convolution from basics of signal and system, right? So limit will be decided by x of k and h of n minus k, right? So over here we can get any limit. So over here the limit will be from n1 to n2, right? So you can see that over here we have a finite impulse response, right? Now let's move towards IIR. So what will be the IIR system? So in FIR system, either n1 tends to infinity or n2 or both, right? Either n1 or n2 or both will tends to infinity, then our system will be now IIR, correct? So this is the definition of FIR and IIR, and again the output will be given by this only, that y of n is convolution, right? But over here we have the limits which is decided by these two things only. So whether it is FIR or IIR, the output will remain the same. Okay, only the limit will differ, right? So over here I am not writing again this equation. Okay, just the difference is that over here the limit will be something different, because over here our impulse response h of n is of infinite duration. Either this can be the case, or n2 will be tending to infinity, or both, right? So now let me consider general case. Just I brushed up the definitions. Now I am actually coming to the proof. So let me consider a general case. So over here I am not talking particularly about FIR or IIR, right? Now, so whether it is FIR or IIR, I'm writing whether it is FIR or IIR, regardless of any specification, right? Output will always be given by this convolution operation of any digital system. This is the point, you can say this is the intuition you can develop, right? So it clearly means that let's suppose that this is also causal and this is also causal. So what will be our limit? Limit will be from 0 to small n, right? K equals to small n. So it simply means that over here our output y of n, which is our output, doesn't depends on past value of output. Past value of output, okay? So over here we are having present input, right? And present as well as past values of our impulse response. But over here we don't have any terms like y of n minus k, right? So over here no past value of output is present. So by definition, what we can say, as I said in a few minutes earlier, that it is non-recursive, right? So it is clear that our computation is non-recursive over here. But as I said, that it is not the case, okay, of any particular FIR or IIR system, right? So it simply means that FIR or IIR both can be computed either recursively or non-recursively. So what does it imply? This is an important point. So this implies that FIR and IIR both can be computed either recursively or non-recursively, right? So this is the point which is a misconception, or this is, in other words, we can say this thing, okay, this line, the last line, okay, in other words, is nothing but our this first line which I mentioned over here, that FIR is always a non-recursive filter, whereas IIR is always recursive. But it is not the case. We just proved that both can be computed either recursively or non-recursively. You might ask that over here you got non-recursive, but it depends on the limit. If you have, you can say if h of n is, if we consider some difference equation, like I will take the example, or there we will get the recursive also, okay, because there might be question in your mind that you are writing over here non-recursive and then you are writing for both FIR and IIR, right? So I will be discussing the same thing, okay, in few minutes. So in general we can say, just for time being, assume that both FIR and IIR can be computed either recursively or non-recursively. By this proof I showed that FIR can be computed either recursively or non-recursively, right? Now let me consider one more example, okay? But one thing to remember is that in general IIR is convenient to compute recursively, whereas FIR is convenient to compute non-recursively, right? Which is this, okay? But this is not always the case. This video focus on that only. Which is not always the case. That FIR in general is convenient to compute non-recursively and IIR is convenient to compute recursively, but it is not always the case. Okay, this is the main motto of this video. So then you might ask that then what is this non-recursive and recursive? So these are nothing but they are just the methods to describe the process of computation. That is, whether the feedback is required in computation or feedback is not required. These are just the method. But many books, what they are doing, they are using these two terms interchangeably. Like FIR is used as non-recursive and IIR as recursive. This is the very big mistake, right? This is not the case always. Okay, so this is our motto. So if someone asks what is recursive and non-recursive, then you must answer that they are just the method. They are just method. Okay, methods to compute whether you need feedback or not, okay, in computation, right? Now let me consider one more example. I hope I know that some of you might got bored, but if you watch this video again and think carefully, then this video might be helpful to you. Now let me consider FIR computed recursively. I'm taking the example, okay? Let me consider one random question. Let's say our difference equation is y of n equals to x of n plus x of n minus 1. Now you can see that clearly it is non-recursive, right? Now let me put n by n minus 1. So simply I can write like this. So if I subtract this 2, then there is nothing wrong in that. We get some new difference equation. Over here we get this two thing cancelled out. So we are left with xn minus 2. Now who will stop me to write like this, that y of n equals to y of n minus 1 plus x of n minus x of n minus 2. Now compare both this equation. This one non-recursive and this one which is recursive. You can see that over here we have past outputs, so it will be recursive computation, whereas over here we have non-recursive computation, and you can clearly see that we have derived this equation from this only, right? Both of them are same, right? So again I proved that FIR filter can be computed recursively or non-recursively, both. In previous thing what I proved over here we got non-recursive. So some of you might ask question that you have considered only non-recursive case. That's why I took one more example, right? And I showed you that in the recursive case also, right, which is our this case, you can see that FIR filter can be realized, right? So similarly you can prove for IIR. I proved only for FIR, both the cases, either recursive or non-recursive, but you can prove for IIR also. So the general statement will be that hence FIR filters can be computed recursively as well as non-recursively. And similarly you can prove, this is the homework for you, that IIR filters also can be computed recursively as well as non-recursively. But in general, as I said, that it is convenient to compute FIR realization non-recursively and IIR realization recursively, but it is not always the case. So this is the main motto of this video. I hope you all will learn something new from this. So don't blindly follow anything, whether it is also a reference book or any book. Okay, just think of each and every topic. I hope you like the video. It might be boring, but go through it and think about it. Thank you very much.